Hello and welcome back to BioReports and Research. This week we'll have a new topic. BioReports and Research. Today's topic is all about the important subject, invasive species. And the species of the day is Asterias amurensis. It is commonly known as the Northern Pacific Seastar. The Northern Pacific Seastar is native to the coastal waters of Japan, China, and eastern Russia. In these coastal waters, its preferred habitat are shallow seas and estuaries. These sea stars, when viewing from above, are either a bright yellow or orange color, paired with a purple, although they become mostly yellow as they mature. From the bottom, these sea stars are entirely yellow. Now for the size of these sea stars, they can grow up to be about 50 centimeters lengthwise. Identifying this species of sea star is pretty easy with their bright colors, but in the article Invasion of Asterias amurensis, author Hannibal Torak states that the key to correct identification of the Northern Pacific Seastar is a slight upturn of the tips of its arms. In Australia, the first Northern Pacific Seastar was found in Port Phillip Bay in 1995. Where their population soon exploded and they became an invasive species in Australia. There are two main things responsible for their introduction and spreading, and they are blast waters and ocean currents. Seastar polyps are sessile. Because of this, they can easily be transported through blast water and even ocean currents to places they're not native to. The Northern Pacific Seastar has become a threat to Australia's environment and marine population, as they have adaptations allowing them to outcompete the native marine life. One of the traits that allows for them to be a successful invasive species is that they are voracious feeders, meaning that they will eat pretty much anything. Their diet includes things like crabs, mollusks, sea urchins, and much more. They are currently a huge threat to Australia's bivalve population. Another thing that makes them such a high threat is their high fecundity. This meaning they can reproduce really quickly. These sea stars are a threat. Nicole Shearer says in her article Northern Pacific Seastar, the main reason is due to the fact that they have the potential for separation and regeneration. Lastly, what helps these sea stars to be an effective invader is their tolerance to Australia's water temperature. Their native waters are around -10 degrees Celsius, which is much colder compared to the warm waters in Australia, and yet they are still able to thrive in these waters. Shearer's article, The Northern Pacific Seastar, states that this sea star is identified as one of 10 of the most damaging potential domestic target species, so it is important to take steps to prevent it. Some of the possible methods include dredging the water, gene manipulation, which would involve inserting genes into the sea stars to change them eventually and make them sterile, killing them off, and manual removal, although it hasn't been very effective. In the coastal regions of Australia, they have info posted to encourage site reports and to help educate people on this invasive species. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for a new topic.